South versus South in the vice presidential race. It's Sudershan versus Radhakrishnan or Reddy versus Radhakrishnan. Look at it any way you want to. But guess what? The vice presidential race has now taken a distinctly South versus South flavor, turn, call it what you will. On Tuesday, the opposition bloc, that is India, named former Supreme Court Judge D. Sudershan Reddy as its joint candidate to take on the NDA's nominee, Maharashtra Governor CP Radhakrishnan. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge called the India bloc's decision unanimous, describing it as a big achievement for democracy.
Sri B. Sudershan Reddy Garu is one of the India's most distinguished and progressive jurists. He has had a long and eminent legal career, including as judge of the Andhra Pradesh High Court, Chief Justice of Guwahati High Court, and judge of the Supreme Court. He has been a consistent and courageous champion of social, economic, and political justice.
DMK MP Kanimuri Karunanidhi framed the contest as an ideological fight against an RSS-rooted candidate, insisting that merely fielding a Tamil Nadu face does not mean the BJP stands for Tamil values.
The political message is this is an ideological struggle, ideological fight. So the opposition parties, all the parties come together to choose one single candidate as against a candidate who comes from a Hindutva background, a RSS background, and we are opposing the BJP candidate. And this is a divisive politics which they've been propagating, trying to propagate in this country. And that is what our answer to that is to bring in a person who values the Constitution. They are trying to do away with the Constitution. They've never respected the Constitution or the Parliament. The candidate which the opposition has chosen is a person who respects the Constitution of this country and also the people of this country.
Sudershan Reddy, who hails from Andhra Pradesh, is widely respected for his impartial image. He served as Chief Justice of the Guwahati High Court and later as a Supreme Court judge. His South Indian background and OBC identity are seen as part of the opposition strategy to blunt the BJP's growing influence in the south of India. But if you look at numbers, the NDA has a clear edge as of today, with 427 MPs well above the 392 needed for a majority. India's 343 MPs would need significant cross-voting to make this contest. Even so, the opposition insists the fight is more symbolic, calling it a constitution versus Sangh contest. For the BJP, CP Radhakrishnan's nomination is more than just a constitutional formality. A veteran leader from Tamil Nadu and an RSS loyalist, Radhakrishnan belongs to the OBC Gounder community. His selection is being read as a calculated political move, one aimed at boosting the BJP's Mission South and directly challenging Muka Stalin's DMK on its home turf. By fielding Sudershan Reddy, the India bloc has eased the pressure on its own allies, especially the DMK. Reddy's clean image and reputation for equality above all gives the opposition a candidate who perhaps can counter an RSS veteran without appearing anti-Tamil. That's the tightrope the DMK and India bloc had to walk. Oppose Radhakrishnan outright and risk being branded anti-Tamil, support him and face criticism for banking and RSS loyalists. So we are asking these big questions on the show. With Sudershan Reddy in the fray, has the opposition found its balancing act? Let me now go to the experts. Kunbam Srinivas Reddy, spokesperson for the Congress, has joined us, and Kalyanaraman, senior leader, BJP from Tamil Nadu. A very, very warm welcome to both of you. Mr. Reddy, thank you so much for joining the broadcast. Mr. Reddy, I heard Kanimuri say that it is constitution versus RSS ideology, and they have never supported the constitution. I just don't understand. It's a different ideology. But don't you think it's a very serious charge to say that the RSS, the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, does not respect the constitution? You cannot possibly live in this country if you don't go by the constitution. Mr. Reddy?
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity.
It's our pleasure, sir.
Basically, what we are talking here is about Justice Sudershan Reddy as a vice presidential candidate of the India Bloc or the India Alliance. And as far as the constitution and democracy of this in this country are concerned, definitely it is at assault, as we all can see what is happening with the vote chori and all these sort of things. Definitely, the candidate which has been chosen by the India Alliance is a very senior jurist. He has been a judge of the Telangana High Court, Andhra Pradesh High Court. Then later on, he has been a Chief Justice of the Guwahati High Court and also a former judge of the Supreme Court. So definitely, if we are seeing if we are seeing his background right from the beginning, he has always been delivering judgments on
Undoubtedly.
and
Undoubtedly,
political.
sir. No, my question, that is a given, sir, about Reddy Garu. It is a given. He's a jurist, he's been impartial, he's had a squeaky clean, he comes from a humble background, he was born in Rangareddy district, undivided Andhra Pradesh, the way he came up in life, that's a given. All I'm saying is, this kind of comparison is not apples to apples. On the one side, a man who's a jurist, who's a legal luminary. On the other side, Mr. Radhakrishnan, who is a veteran RSS worker. I don't understand where it is constitution versus no constitution. That was my question to you. Let me come back to you.
What we are saying is India Bloc, it is a ideological contest here. Ideology in the sense that
Sure.
we are seeing from the facts of the circumstances right now in this country, like vote chori, we have seen number of events which have
Right.
unfolded in the past few years. Everything, the democracy in this country is at stake. That is what we are
All
saying,
right.
protect the constitution.
All right.
And
Okay. So,
this
yeah.
is the reason when all the opposition parties had to come together again and field a common candidate. Why is it so? Just because the democracy and our
No, it's your
constitution-
choice. I mean, what you're saying is completely right, Mr. Reddy. But all I said was, I just think that it is slightly far-fetched. Anyway, let me come back to you. Kalyan Raman, sir. I think Indie Bloc has really pulled a rabbit out of its hat. Till yesterday, one was thinking that there was talk about Tiruchi Siva, there was talk about Mailchami, Annadurai. And I was thinking, what do you do? All Tamils, I mean, how do they take, the kind of sides? Because with Mr. Radhakrishnan, although he has great relationship with the DMK, we know that how he supported the DMK during one elections in Kovai, in Coimbatore. But it was a conundrum for the DMK. He's a Tamil, so we'll support him, but he's from the RSS. How do we support him? So it is, we do it, we are damned, we don't do it, we are damned. Don't you think it's a very, very clever move to actually field someone like Justice Reddy so that this Tamil versus Tamil conundrum is buried once and for all, sir?
First of all, Mr. Reddy is not a Tamil, he's a Telugu. So
I didn't mean that. I
Tamil
meant,
versus Tamil.
sir.
Allow me to complete.
No, sir, what you're
Yeah,
saying is
perhaps-
not right. So I have to correct you, no, sir. I said Tamil is Mr. Radhakrishnan, Mr. Reddy is Telugu. Earlier there was
Yeah.
talk about Tiruchi Siva or Mailchami Annadurai. Yeah, go
now,
on.
let me have my say. Now, first of all, the DMK wants to vote for Telugu because the first family of DMK belongs to Telugu community. That is Karunanidhi's family, who originally hail from Ongole. That's the main point. Second point, about Mr. Srinivas Reddy saying anything about constitution and ideology and other things. Perhaps he was not born when the emergency was implemented, which was an onslaught on the Constitution of India, which I think he should respectfully remember before he is talking about the greatness of Supreme Court justice and he being impartial and all. In a nutshell, they are victimizing somebody who had the honor of being the Supreme Court judge, who never had a record of anything negative in nature, Such a person of stature must be respected to leave him in peace instead of making him contest in an election where the opposition is going to bite the dust because they don't have numbers at all. Number two, they are going to have a huge cross voting against their own candidate, which is going to happen because of the unblemished record of CP Radhakrishnan, who has been the president of BJP and a worker
Yeah,
for the
okay.
society for more than 50 years now, not just 1 day, 2 day. Supreme Court judge works for money. But Radhakishan ji has sold his own properties to build the organization. Nobody knew. Perhaps I may be the first person to
No,
tell in
why did you
open
say
that
Supreme Court judge works for money?
allow me
No,
to
I will
complete.
not.
Very
If you say
important.
something, he's a former Supreme Court judge. We have to show
Yes,
him.
indeed, he works for money. He never served for free of cost. But keeping that aside, let me tell you that Radhakishan ji has sold a number of his properties to build the organization, including his spinning mill. Not an ordinary thing for the sake of society.
Sure.
Not an ordinary soul. Somebody who wanted to hold on to Hindutva ideology. I heard Kanimudi talking about ideology. The DMK's ideology is nothing but a trash. They talk about Dravidan.
All right.
Srinivas Reddy will not accept that there is something called Dravidam.
All right. Okay.
What is Dravidam? They keep talking about something given by the Britishers.
All right. Okay.
Telugu, Tamil, Kannadam, Tulu.
All right. So
Malayalam, they're all
Kunbam
Dravida
Srinivas
Bhashas.
Reddy.
That is what they say.
Let me come
they
to
don't
you.
even understand what is Dravidam, and Dravidam does
All
not
right.
have an
Okay.
ideology.
Okay. Okay. Let me go to Kunbam
it is
Srinivas.
a
Sir,
area
I have to give
area,
others
that's
chance,
it.
sir. Mr. Kalyan Raman, please, I'm requesting you. Kunbam
Please, go
Srinivas
on.
Reddy, what he says is, and I'm not going to use the word that Kalyan Raman sir used, victim, I will not use. It's a very strong word. I will not use it. He's free to. It's a democratic country.
First
He
of all,
says-
that's what we are saying, that democracy is at stake in this country. They are saying we are victimizing a candidate. In
Yeah.
a democracy, everybody has a right to contest.
Everyone has yes, that's what I also wanted to say. That
India Bloc has very
Yeah.
clearly given us a candidate who is of fair and neutral personality, without any, regional or sentimental
Right.
or religious backings
Huh.
here.
Right.
And here we have a person who says that the judge of the Supreme Court works for money. Kindly let me tell dear Kalyan Ramji that before becoming a judge, because I am also in the legal profession, and Justice Sudershan Reddy was a judge over here, he had a very, very high practice over here. Many of the people who become a judge leave
Right.
their practice and money for the sake of doing service.
Yeah.
This is not something, for money they don't work. It is a service to the nation which they are doing by sitting over
a
there.
soldier also works for money, no?
You cannot comment on the judiciary like that.
We all get
Retired
salaries. What is so
political
wrong
person.
about it? I mean, I don't know what's wrong about working and earning a salary. If someone wants to sell their property, that's their business. Maybe they can do it. I'm not putting that person down. But a soldier,
Radhakrishnan ji is
a
a
Jawan in
politician.
Siachen also works for money, sir. Go on,
He
Mr.
is
Reddy.
Here, Radhakrishnan ji is a politician. We have n number of people who have sold their properties for politics here.
Right,
Not
okay,
one
but
person.
let's
Anybody in
let's
politics would
not
probably
make
be
it
selling
let's
a-
not
Let's
okay,
talk about
let-
emergency
let's not
constitution.
make it personality driven. Let's
Srinivas
talk
Reddy.
about the
Reddy
about
garu,
the larger
let
issue.
us
Wait,
talk about
Mr.
emergency and the
Kalyan
outcome
Raman,
constitution.
please wait your
By the
turn,
Congress.
sir, respected sir,
So,
Mr. Kalyan.
first
Wait
let
your
us
turn.
agree that
No,
you don't have any
wait your
respect for the
turn.
Constitution.
Wait your turn, sir. I'm coming to you. So let's not get very personal on these candidates. Let's also talk about the larger game plan, as it were. Mr. Kalyan Raman, it's factual that no other Prime Minister, apart from Mr. Narendra Modi, has actually made so many visits to the South, particularly to Tamil Nadu, and also the kind of schemes that he has announced. He's got particularly focused on the state, Sengol in Parliament, the Kanshi Tamil Sangamam, various other things, acknowledging that Tamil is an ancient language, about the people, about the culture, about the uniqueness. But many political experts feel that this is a trump card, CP Radhakrishnan. Just before the elections, to field the Tamil is a very smart electoral move, and Mr. Modi is known for it. Your comments on that, sir? Kalyan Raman.
Two things. Number one is that we must have a face from south. So when somebody is already from east or west or north, somebody from the south is an essential component of democracy, which is why Radhakrishnan ji is there, number one. Number two, he is the OBC face of the country. Number three, he has that tendency to sacrifice. Number four, he's a neutral person, not necessarily a judge must be neutral. Another individual can also be neutral, and he is a neutral face that is very lauded by even DMK people. If you talk to DMK people in person, they will agree.
No, but is
that
it
he
a
such
clear? No, no,
neutral
no. That
person,
is, I'm
but-
not. I'm asking you whether it's a very carefully orchestrated plan by the central
I'm
leadership.
coming to that point. I'm coming to that point as the fifth point. And over and above all these four factors, if there is something called a strategy and diplomacy and over and above these four factors, why not?
All right.
End of the day, the incumbent government will always want to have its own vice president who will run the Rajya Sabha. And we don't mind having it as a strategy.
Right.
That can be even for electoral gains in the future. What is wrong in
You know,
it?
I
After all,
don't.
we are running
Yeah,
a political
fine.
party to win the elections.
Absolutely, and that is the dharma
To govern and serve the nation.
of
That's it.
elections.
Period.
Yeah.
Over.
Yeah. So similarly, as you are, it's an election, and you will, bet on a candidate. Similarly, it's okay if other candidate lose. Someone has to lose, no? I don't remember in the context of who, but MGR once said that just because he's a Tamil, he will not get the support. It's about what has he, or rather it was Karunanidhi, I beg your pardon, who said, just because he's a Tamil, it does not matter. Rather, what matters is what has he done for Tamils. Remember that. What has he or she done for Tamils? That's what is more important. And in this election, it will be proven. Before I let both of you go, gentlemen, Mr. Srinivas Reddy, I want to ask you this. And you, when you field someone and you say it's constitution versus RSS ideology, I want to also ask you another question. You were once, it was Andhra Pradesh was your bastion. Telangana was your bastion. Today also you have your government there. But don't you think by fielding Mr. Reddy, your Justice Reddy, I beg your pardon, you're also sending out a message to make your presence felt in Andhra Pradesh?
I would like to clarify this. Why? Because we had a caste census here in Telangana.
He was part
And
of the committee. Yeah, we know.
he was chairman of the caste
Yeah.
census
Yes.
committee, which has prepared a wonderful report and has submitted the same to the government of Telangana, which was tabled in the assembly. And this report has also been sent to the central government for its assent. So the reason why Justice Reddy has been fielded is mainly because of his basic understanding. Basically, he's a neutral person, and also his understanding about the caste census, and because India is now going as even the BJP government has agreed to do a caste census right now. So definitely, why Justice Reddy is fielded is this is also one of the reasons that he has a good knowledge about what has happened here, and the model of Telangana, which is being talked about right now, definitely has his vision, has a signature on it. Because as a chairman of the committee, he knows about all the, as they say, they are the face of the OBC. But definitely here we are trying to put someone forward who has already done a report, has been a part of this caste census, and definitely can promote this thing all over the country
Sure.
right now.
Sure.